I was asking myself the question that I think so many men and so many women have also asked, which is, how could I stay happily and passionately married to my wife for the rest of my life? And I went to bed one night with this question in mind, and the next morning it was as if I had been shaken and I was awoken, and it was as if Don Juan were whispering an answer into my ear. And I went down and I went into the living room and sat down and started to write, and the words for the diary just began to pour out. And it was almost as if I was in some kind of an intoxicated dream as I was writing this diary over the course of a month, and as Don Juan was answering my question. Don Juan is generally portrayed as a kind of callous seducer and despoiler of women, but in The Lost Diary I think we see a man who's much more complex, much more rich, much more interesting, because he's a man who actually loves women. He's a man who really understands women and understands their needs. So I think if you're familiar with the stereotype of Don Juan, what you'll discover is a man who knows women intimately and worships them. And if you're not familiar with the stereotype or familiar with Don Juan, I think what will surprise you is that here is a man from the 16th century whose insights into women and into life are still relevant today. I think one of the things I discovered in writing The Lost Diary was that there was more pleasure in the kiss of the woman I love than in 1,000 nights with a stranger. This is what Don Juan discovers, and fortunately I was able to discover it through him, and absolutely realized that I could know all women through my wife, through one woman, because in each woman are contained the secrets of all women.